Well, I just tried to run around finishing my inventory. I've got 5 tents spread around my immediate area. I've got about 50 slots each. I've got 2 barrels, one at my old homestead and one along the coast and some rocks. Got 1 tent in my first houses where all my weapons spawn over on the coast. I've got 1 tent in a hunting lodge. Every one of them, every location I have a pack or something useful there. I've got 1 tent on the island that I ran back clear yesterday back to where we spawn. I ran it clear back over there. Set a few things in it to hold it there. I've got temple. This is a tent temple. So I've got stuff spread everywhere. What I'm hoping, and it's what I've heard, that DayZ every 30 to 45 days resets a whole server. So whatever you've collected in that time, you lose. And I've got guns, ammo, bandages, water, packs, waterproof coats. I've got everything stuffed around in these, some food in each one, a little water in each one, knives. I've got enough inventory to keep me alive for God knows how. I even got a saline bag with IV starter kit, but what I see is I can't use it on myself. So if my blood starts getting low and I get an IV starter kit and a blood bag, unless somebody else helps me, I can't give it to myself and get my health back or my color on my screen. I ran into a man over on the spawn houses that everybody runs into and first tries to find some clothing and slots. I heard him coming, I heard him breathing, I heard his footsteps on the floorboards. I had my gun out and I just waited. He came running in and froze. I was waiting in a room. He put his hands up. I could have shot him dead. He had nothing. He had just spawned in. So I held my hand up. You use F1 to hold your hand up, like F2 gives him the finger. You know, you've got 11 different hand gestures. I held up my hand in the howl like an Indian. And we immediately got on our microphones. When he saw I wasn't just going to kill him, he got on his microphone and told me he's from Germany. And see, it's so rare to encounter that. Every time I encounter somebody, practically except for 1 or 2 times, it was a shoot, kill, or run thing. But immediately I saw he didn't have a gun, so I didn't shoot him. He saw I had a pistol in my hand. So we talked a little. He had just spawned in. I tried to tell him to leave me a note, but I don't think he knows how to do that. You have to empty a box of cartridges. It gives you a piece of paper in the cartridge box. You have to have a pen, and you write a note on that piece of cartridge paper, and you can leave it places for people, and they can actually read it, and you can communicate. They also have walkie-talkies, but you almost got to agree with somebody. Hey, get a walkie-talkie, a battery, and get on this frequency, and I'll call you at a certain time, which they really have to coordinate. If I'd have thought, I was just kind of shocked that I finally met a person that wasn't out to kill me, and he met a person that wasn't out to kill him. We were both surprised. We should have exchanged emails so we can actually communicate. He can tell me when he's going to be in here, at what town, at what time, and we could meet up and have adventures. I could show him all my tents, so when he pops in, he's not completely at the mercy of whatever days he spawns. You know, he could run around and use my tents to gather guns and maybe bandages and a little food and stuff, pack if he needs one, and just tell him to, you know, replace it when you can. And these will keep us alive and keep us having more fun than just dying every time every fourth or fifth time we come in here from hypothermia. But I should have done that, and the avatars are so weird that I couldn't look and see him and say that's Marcus. I might say, hey Marcus, and get shot dead, you know. So my advice is, whenever you meet somebody in DayZ, always take their, if they want to get together with you and communicate, take their email so you can coordinate some kind of fun on here. You know, like two guys running around watching each other's backs, shooting zombies off each other, stopping people from killing us, you know, and stuff like that. Plus, you know, exploit the, I could show him where all the good stuff that I know was at, and he could show me where he goes to kid up. That would be fun. But, you know, like I said, I wasn't thinking, and you're just so shocked that nobody killed you, and you, wow, we actually talked. He had a microphone. Some people don't have microphones. And we actually talked and communicated, and I think he still didn't trust me, because he kept saying, well, I'm going to go now, don't shoot me. I'm going to run now, don't shoot me. He said it to her. I said, I don't shoot people like that. I don't come on here just to kill people. I said, I gather stuff, and I just have fun running around organizing tents and barrels. I said, I have them all over. My hometown is Electro. I have stuff all around it. But he still thought, because I've had people do that. I've had them give me bandages, watch me bandage myself, and then shoot me in the head. See, there's wackos on there. I'm talking about real wackos. So he had already been in the game long enough to know you can't really trust anybody. Even though I was talking to him, telling him how friendly, and tell him what I do and how I, you know, get messed with all the time and killed for no reason, he still didn't trust me. He kept saying, well, I'm going to leave, look for a gun. I have nothing. I'm going to leave now. Don't shoot me. See, even though I was telling him all the time, we had a good conversation, he was still telling me not to shoot him in the back. Because that's the fucking cowards that come on DayZ. They'll shoot you in your frickin' back. It seems to give them joy to fool you into thinking that you're not going to shoot him, and then shoot you all of a sudden. It's just sickening. It's like the guy I ran into at the fire station. He was all kitted up. You could tell he was, you know, a professional. His backpack matches his shirt and his pants and hat and everything. But all he had on, you know, I immediately started shooting him. I shot him. I emptied 2 clips into him before he finally died, and I was almost dead. It was so screwed up, I had to run back to my tent, get rid of everything before I died with it on and lost it. But there was no talking there. He came running up to the top floor. I think he saw me go in there. And, you know, and I had a pistol with 8 shots. And I shot him. He was chopping me with an axe. And I finally jumped around. And you've got to move around real quick everywhere, or they'll just hack you. You know, you confuse them. And I finally hit my quick slot and got my other 8-round magazine in my gun and finished him off. Otherwise, and I couldn't, here's the thing. I couldn't exploit any of the stuff he had in his pack because I shot him so many times it ruined it. That was the crazy thing. You know, you're so panicked, instead of shooting him in the head so I can steal his stuff, I was just worried about surviving. He was hitting me with an axe, I was shooting him with a 9mm or a Markov. That's part of why it took so long to kill him. But that was the most intense encounter I had. You know, I've had 2 with people who, you know, we just looked at each other, took off running. I had one where they just sat there. They just spawned in. I said, well, they're too scared to move. I just ran on out. But this time, I actually talked to that guy from Germany named Marcus. And I'm hoping we can get together. But I noticed that he came in after dark, because I had already upped the gamma so I could keep playing in the dark and I can see. And that's probably the time difference. He was just getting on there. It was a night for me. It was maybe morning for him over in Germany. You have to coordinate that kind of stuff. So, but that was quite exciting. I hope I meet him again. You know, like I said, it was dumb because, you know, chance of me meeting him again are so slim. It's just crazy. I should have gave him my email. we can agree, hey, you want to try to get together? I'm from America, you want to try to get together in there and help each other and have some fun and give each other their emails so we can actually coordinate something. But like I say, I was in such shock because I didn't have to run or kill him, and he was so anxious to get away from me because I had a gun, he didn't. He had nothing, didn't even have an axe or nothing to defend himself. All he put up his fist as soon as he came in, like he's going to start punching me. And I put up my hand and I howl, and I could hear him click his mic, say, yeah, I'm friendly, I don't have any. I said, so am I, I'm not going to kill you. And we talked maybe for 5 minutes. I wish we'd have just said, hey, I'd say, hey, here's some apples, here's one of my guns. Hey, let's talk a while. We should have just settled down and talked, but neither one of us we were both nervous, Even though I had the gun, I could have killed him. He might have boxed me and took some of my health. But, I know next time, I hope I run into him again. He was friendly. He was, saying he hated this because everybody he meets kills him. Nobody trusts anybody on here. But that was a fun I had. And now I got 5 tents and 2 barrels, and could have had more. I can put tents and barrels all over this map, but I'm going to wait and see if DayZ resets the map, resets the server, and takes everything from me every 30 days. Well, see, I'm not going to run around and do this again. I'm not going to collect 5 tents and 2 barrels. I'll just have certain areas way back where I spawn. After I spawn, I'll come in, gather stuff, run a tent way back up there so I can get kitted up quick. That's what I'm thinking. But you have to keep replacing the stuff you use, so that's the thing. You find little towns close by, you exploit them, bring some stuff back and put it in your tent, take what you need to the next town, loot some more stuff, and kind of spread yourself out, It was neat. I wish we could have became friends on there and organized something. But maybe we can do it. I don't know. Maybe it'll happen again. I don't know. But next time, at least I'll know. Hey, you know what? If we don't talk, change emails, we'll never see each other again probably on this map. So if you want to try to get together and have some fun, let's do it. Ain't gonna hurt me to give you my email, and you drop me a line what time you're gonna be on, and I'll try to get on there in my time. We'll meet at the say the cop shop in Electro, or the cop shop in Cherno, or the paper mill or something like that. But that was a fun I had. Like, share, and subscribe if you like just running around watching people do this kind of stuff. You can see that's my guy. Scroll wheel back. I can turn him around. I've kitted up. I like a mountain pack. It holds about 8 more things than this. I found that a sporter with a 30-round magazine and a scope, a silenced P1 9mm, or a Markov, or like this one is a CR75. The reason I got it's a 9mm too, but it takes 15 round clips instead of 8. So this is my favorite gun. You have to have a silencer, because otherwise every time you kill a zombie you get swarmed by every zombie in the area. So you have to find silencers. That's why when I find them, I don't care how many I got, I'm taking it to one of my tents and gathering guns. And the best axe, the fireman's axe. These are Tasco pants. They have 6 slots in them. They have a Tasco shirt, but I haven't been around it to find it. You have to go to military places more or less to find that. This is a fireman's helmet. It offers great protection to zombies when they hit you. I've got a gas mask. I put that on because they can't hit me. It helps protect me, and not only protect me, but just in case there's poisonous areas that I don't know about, I'm protected. I usually have boots, but you have to run across pristine boots. You come in with a pair of pristine sneakers, so Unless they're pristine, I don't change them out. Usually at a military place, if I find a nice pair of military boots, I'll capitalize and change them. But that's it. You know, you have to hit apple trees because you're not going to find enough cans of spaghetti and tuna and sardines to sustain yourself. Peaches. So it's best you got to spend some time going to apple trees, searching apple trees and getting them, because they not only give you food, they also quench your thirst. I found that out. You can eat 2 or 3 apples, it'll quench your thirst and your hunger. So that's a nice thing to know. Peaches do the same thing. And little pads of powdered milk, I've got one right now. It's powdered milk. Those are like eating 2 or 3 cans of spaghetti. And if you find a big old 2-slot thing of rice, that's plenty of food to get you almost anywhere in the map if you use it right. I've got a canteen. You know, I'm pretty familiar with where I need to go to get water, but I keep this just in case I get stuck somewhere and can't drink. Like in a house with wolves after me and I'm real thirsty, dying of thirst or something, I'll have water with me. If I'm running a long distance between water wells, I'll have water with me. And this holds more than a pet bottle. It's a plastic 2-liter bottle or 1-liter bottle. I've had that right here. But I use those. They're a rare find, so I nab them. Even if I come across another canteen, I'll nab it too. You know, I don't save stuff for other people. I'm surviving here myself. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Have a nice day.